For the World Cup, I'm going to be comparing foods from the competing teams. Up first, we got South African food versus Canadian food. Let's see who wins. Let's eat! Poutine. The gravy just makes the fries soggy. It's the texture for me. 6.5 out of 10. Beef tribe. It's very tough. I can hardly bite into it. 5.8 out of 10. Maple syrup pancakes. That sweet nectar hits my tongue just right. 8.7 out of 10. Fried plantains. Rubbery consistency, but this nice little sweetness to it. 7.1 out of 10. Canadian bacon, eh? I like my bacon stripped and fatty. This is just too tough and tastes healthy. 7 out of 10. Jollof rice. Woo, I like that spice, and it's got a little hint of tomato. 7.5 out of 10. Our next game is Brazil versus Japan. This one better not go into PKs. Let's eat! Takoyaki. It's got this chewy, gooey, ooey octopus filling. 7.9 out of 10. Picanha. My favorite cut of meat with those perfect fat caps, 9 out of 10. Tonkatsu ramen. Those slippery noodles in that broth is just so savory with the meat. 8.5 out of 10. Feijoada. The texture of the beans really throws me off, but the little chunks of meat saves it. 7.8 out of 10. Shrimp tempura. There's this raw, umami, slightly crispy flavor. 8.1 out of 10. Pão de queijo. The way you bite in and that bread collapses is so comforting. 8.3 out of 10. Next, we have Germany versus Paraguay. This one's gonna be close. Let's eat! Schnitzel. It's crispy, it's light, just what I need right now. 8.2 out of 10. Vori Vori. It's very earthy, and those little dumplings just make me so happy. 8.4 out of 10. Kalbswurst. Surprisingly flavorful and just pops with juiciness right into my mouth. 8 out of 10. Sopa? It's like a toasted, sweet and salty treat, but kind of dry. 7 out of 10. Kartoffelpuffer. A potato and a pancake all in one. It's so comforting. 8.6 out of 10. Chippa. It's dense, chewy, gooey, not a whole lot to it. 7.2 out of 10. Now eat Netherlands food versus Moroccan food to see who wins the World Cup match. This one's gonna be fun. Let's eat! Couscous. So many different flavors, it's filling, just delicious. 8.4 out of 10. Patate oorlog. Salty fries and mayonnaise, not a whole lot to it. 8 out of 10. Tagine. That flavoring's just so complex and juicy and rich. 8.5 out of 10. Puffer Jess. Is this soft, fluffy little blessing that enters my mouth. 9 out of 10. Harira. Ooh, it's very comforting and warms up my tummy real nice. 7.4 out of 10. Hagelslag. It's chocolatey, buttery, crunchy. 8.6 out of 10. It's time for Norway versus Ivory Coast. Let's see if Erling Haaland can cook. Let's eat. Norsk taco. I'm gonna start doing taco fredag every week after this. 9 out of 10. At Tieki. It's got this tangy, slightly sweet flavor. 7.6 out of 10. Grandiosa pizza. I'm a sucker for a frozen pizza. It's so nostalgic. 8.7 out of 10. Fotao. Just so earthy and starchy. That's not for me. 3 out of 10. Waffler. It's fun. It's a heart shape. I think I'm falling in love. 8 out of 10. A loco. It's got this mouth-watering tartness to it. 7.9 out of 10. Our next World Cup match is French food versus Swedish food. Let's see who gets the golden boot. Let's eat croissant. Just so flaky, but so flaky and buttery, it just dissolves. 8.6 out of 10. Cinnamon buns. A nice sweet treat. Everybody loves dessert. 8.4 out of 10. Bœuf bourguignon. Deeply savory and that melt in your mouth beef. 8.5 out of 10. Swedish meatballs. Juicy, packed with protein. Gotta love a ball with meat. 8.8 out of 10. Baguette. I mean, it's just bread. 8 out of 10. Gravlax. Sometimes I don't like doing it raw, and that's one of these times. 6 out of 10. Next World Cup game, Mexican food versus Ecuadorian food. It doesn't get much better than this. Let's eat. Tacos El Pastor. The meat is marinated perfectly and the tortilla is a cherry on top. 9.2 out of 10. Churrasco. It's juicy and this plate of food is just a dreamy combination. 8.9 out of 10. Tamales. They're messy, they're spicy, hot tamale. Woo! 8 out of 10. Lapingachos. It's deeply satisfying with that savory potato and the cheese. 8.5 out of 10. Enchiladas. Filled with meat and wrapped in a warm, tasty tortilla. 8.7 out of 10. Empanada. Crispy golden outside and filled with this deliciousness pack of a punch. 8.4 out of 10. Next football game is England versus DR Congo. Pip pip cheerio. Let's eat. Fish and chips. Fishy, savory with a little lemon zest. 7.9 out of 10. Pondu. It's like this bitter sludge with this overwhelming fishiness. 3 out of 10. Jacket potato. Beans and tuna is a crazy combination, but it works. 8.1 out of 10. Fufu. Almost like a bland, soury Play-Doh. 4.5 out of 10. Sausage roll. Flaky and buttery and filled with this succulent meat. 8.3 out of 10. Makemda. It's caramelized, it's sweet. 7 out of 10. For the next World Cup game, it's Belgian food versus Senegalese food. Golasso! Moules frites. Taste of the ocean and taste of the land. 7.9 out of 10. Yassa. Citrusy, savory, tangy. 6.8 out of 10. Belgian waffle. It's soft until you bite in and get this crunch of sugar that pops in your mouth. 9.4 out of 10. Nems. That crispy texture and the insides taste so fresh. 8.4 out of 10. Belgian chocolate. So light and milky and just melts in my mouth. 8.7 out of 10. Fataya. The filling is heavily spiced, making it quite delicious. 8.5 out of 10. Next World Cup game, USA versus Bosnia. Two amazing cuisines. This is gonna be close. Cheeseburger. The way my teeth sink into that bun and then it just hits that cheesy meat. 8.9 out of 10. Burek. Flaky and greasy and it gets all over my face. 9 out of 10. Fried chicken. Crispy, salty, and y'all know I like to get fried. 9 out of 10. Cevapi. Very flavorful and smoky. 8.7 out of 10. Mac and cheese. Gosh, I'm obsessed with cheese. Yes, please. 8.5 out of 10. Baklava. Covered in this sweet nectar and it fills my mouth with a nutty layer. 8.3 out of 10. It's time for Spanish food versus Austrian food. Si se puede, si se puede. Patatas bravas. Bold, fiery, spicy, a little tang. 8.7 out of 10. Wiener Schnitzel. Thin, buttery, tender, crispy. 8 out of 10. Jamón ibérico. It gives this deep and intense savory flavor. 8 out of 10. Goulash. It's comforting, thick, a little bit smoky. 7.8 out of 10. Croquetas. Buttery, salty, and filled with creaminess. 8.4 out of 10. Apple strudel. Cinnamon spice juicy apple with a breadcrumb finish. 8.8 out of 10. Next World Cup match, we got Portugal versus Croatia. Pix Crajaldo. Tastes like the fresh, salty ocean. 8 out of 10. Reksa Saram. It's so flaky and cheesy and just melts in my mouth. 9 out of 10. Sardinias. It's very bitter, it's savory. 7.2 out of 10. Istrian Prosciutto. Very chewy and that taste lingers on my tongue like a pest. 7 out of 10. Enchidos. Very smoky, a bit too garlicky for me. 7 out of 10. Plejeskavica. It's a flat, juicy patty, and y'all know I love my protein. 8.6 out of 10. Here we go, Swiss food versus Algerian food, and these cuisines were hard to find, so go easy on me. Borek. It's very aromatic with that seasoned meat, and the cheese is creamy. 8.8 out of 10. Fondue. It's this melted, creamy, cheesy goodness that goes right down the gullet. 8.9 out of 10. Macraude. It's sticky and sweet, but just a bit too heavy for me. 7.5 out of 10. Swiss chocolate. The chocolate is thick and milky and just about right. 8 out of 10. Merguez. Rich and savory with the juicy inside. 8.2 out of 10. Raclette. Rich, creamy with a little nutty finish. 8.6 out of 10. Now I'm eating Egyptian food versus Australian food. Oh, crikes. Let's eat. Hawashi. The meat is perfectly seasoned and the golden crispy outer bread. 9 out of 10. Meat pie. I mean, it's ultimate savory comfort food. 8.6 out of 10. Shawarma. It's rich and savory. It has it all. I want to shove this down my throat. 9.5 out of 10. Vegemite. Oh. What is this stuff? How and why? 1 out of 10. Ta'amea. It's slightly dry, but it's crispy and packed with flavor. 7.5 out of 10. Tim Tams. This wafery chocolate consistency that just melts on my tongue. 8.7 out of 10. Argentina versus Cape Verde. Messi, the greatest of all time. Let's see how your food compares. Asado. Whew, it's smoky and there's nothing better than some flavorful meat in your mouth. 9.4 out of 10. Madre. It's very well balanced. It's a little sweet, a little earthy. 7.8 out of 10. Empanadas. This crispy outside filled with some tender, juicy meat. 8.9 out of 10. Arroz fava. It's just a bit too bland and mushy. 6 out of 10. Milanesa. Lean beef, a satisfying crispy outside. 8.7 out of 10. Banana frita. It's glazed up with this intensely sleek caramelization. 8.4 out of 10. Colombian food versus Ghanaian food to predict the World Cup winner. Let's eat. Arepas. A nice tortilla packed to the brim with this succulent meat. 8.9 out of 10. Fufu with mbenguan. Whew, it's bitter, spicy, and just a bit too greasy. 5.8 out of 10. Papas rellenas. This deep fried coating around a buttery, potato-y shredded meat interior. 9.2 out of 10. Kenki with fried fish. Kenki is sour and but the fried fish adds this oceany, savory taste to it. 5 out of 10. Patacones. It's not sweet, but salty and crispy and a little bland. 7.2 out of 10. Jollof rice. It's partially smoky, but overall a bit underwhelming. 6.9 out of 10. Moroccan food versus Canadian food, and I'm hungry. Let's eat. Couscous. It's savory, salty, and it's a fun texture. 8.5 out of 10. Poutine. Everything is good until the gravy sinks in and makes those fries all soggy. 7 out of 10. Saluk. Whew, it's spicy, oily, packed with flavor. 8 out of 10. Hawaiian pizza. This may be a surprise, but it was founded in Canada, and let me tell you, the sweetness of the pineapple does not go with the cheese. 6 out of 10. Mzemen. It's got this buttery, flaky consistency. 8.4 out of 10. Butter tart. That aftertaste sure is tart and buttery. 8 out of 10. French food versus Paraguayan food. Could we see an upset? Let's eat. Steak frites. Juicy steak with the starchy potatoes. 8.9 out of 10. Pastel mandillo. The crunchiness and the pop and the squirt of that juicy interior meat. 9 out of 10. Croissant. I just can't get over that buttery, flaky, melt on your tongue goodness. Does this meet your guys' standards? 8.5 out of 10. Chipa argola. A bit tough to chew and it's a little bit bland. 6.9 out of 10. French onion soup. So savory, it's bitter. 7.8 out of 10. Soyo. So many herbs and just a bit too earthy for me. 6.5 out of 10. Bring, bring. Norwegian food versus Brazilian food. Roux. Churrasco. Well seasoned, rich, and deeply smoky. 9.4 out of 10. Kajat kakar. Savory, a gentle warmth coming from the spice. 8.7 out of 10. Brazilian cheesecake. I'm not a big cheesecake guy, but this is less tangy and just extra creamy. 8.3 out of 10. Nougat. There's this sweet, thicker nut in your mouth taste. 9 out of 10. Farofa. These little crunchy breadcrumbs are kind of satisfying to eat. It's like sand. 7 out of 10. Lefse. It's got this tender, melt in your mouth texture. 8 out of 10. British food versus Mexican food, and bloody hell, this is gonna be good. Let's eat! Shepherd's pie. The meat has a wonderful savory taste, and the mashed potatoes just melt in my mouth. 9 out of 10. Sope. I mean, it's loaded with every ingredient that you could ever need. 9 out of 10. Beans on toast. I mean, it just mushes in your mouth. Beans do not belong on toast. 3 out of 10. Tacos al pastor. Everything about it is just flavorful, and the meat is so juicy. 9.3 out of 10. Scones. A nice little touch of sweetness and this crumbly texture. 8.4 out of 10. Flan. It's sweet and milky, but the mushy consistency kind of gets to me. 7 out of 10. Spanish food versus Portuguese food. Ronaldo versus Lamine Yamal. This is gonna be a party. Patatas bravas. Such a comfort food and leaves a little zing that just lingers. 8.9 out of 10. Bifana. Perfectly sliced, juicy beef just melts in my mouth. 8.8 out of 10. Jamón ibérico. Has this deep, savory taste, and it's a little chewy. 7.5 out of 10. Polvo. The taste isn't anything crazy, except it's just super chewy. 6 out of 10. Chorizo. Whew, packs a punch with that spice and it's delicious. 8.7 out of 10. Lulas Grijaldos. It's savory, packed with flavor, and less chewy. 8.2 out of 10. USA food versus Belgian food? Now this one's got me nervous. Let's eat! Grilled cheese. Buttery and crispy, and that melted cheese got me acting up. 9 out of 10. Frites. A crispy fried salty potato? 9 out of 10. Onion rings? Love things deep fried, but that onion leaves this naughty aftertaste. 7.5 out of 10. Speculoos. It's nostalgic with this crunchy caramelized taste. 8.5 out of 10. Chicken wings. The meat is tender, flavorful, and I love ripping it off the bone. 8.5 out of 10. Belgian chocolate. At first, delicious, but then the chocolate just becomes too much for me. 7.2 out of 10. Egyptian food versus Argentinian food? Messi's gonna win the golden boot, I'm calling it now. But let's eat! Koshari. Very carb heavy, and that tangy sauce just doesn't hit right. 7 out of 10. Empanada. Perfectly crispy outside, packed with this succulent meat. 9.5 out of 10. Kofta kebab. That juicy meat is packed with these warm spices. 9 out of 10. Asado. The options of meat are endless, and y'all know I love my protein. 9 out of 10. Hawashi. Deeply savory with that buttery bread, and the filling of the meat just as a cherry on top. 9.2 out of 10. Douche de louche. This delicious caramel creaminess that melts in my mouth, it's got me licking my chops. 8.5 out of 10. Colombian food versus Swiss food? I'm doing the best I can to find some of these cuisines. Let's eat! Pan de bono. Rich, buttery cheese, it's so comforting to eat. 8.5 out of 10. Swiss cheese. Kind of creamy with this slight sweet undertone. 8 out of 10. Arepas. This toasty, lightly salted snack complements my taste buds. 8.7 out of 10. Rosti. Satisfying to eat with this soft and steamy inside. 8.9 out of 10. Chicharrón. Savory and very tough. It's like it doesn't want me, but I want it. 8 out of 10. Swiss chocolate. The nut is good, but the chocolate just takes over my taste buds. 7 out of 10. Moroccan food versus French food? Gosh, this is gonna be hard. Let's eat! Kefta tagine. Holy camole, that's a blast of flavor, and it's quite spicy. 9 out of 10. Pain au chocolat. So many buttery layers, but that chocolate comes off a bit tangy. 7.5 out of 10. Mezaman. Very crispy, buttery, savory. 8.2 out of 10. Macaron. The way my teeth sink in and it crumbles and dissolves in the sweetie goodness, 9.2 out of 10. Harira. It's just so warm and comforting to eat, 8.5 out of 10. Eclair. A chocolatey log, but a surprise blast of cream from the inside, 8.6 out of 10. Spanish food versus Belgian food. Oh boy, I don't even know who's gonna win at this point. Let's eat. Belgian waffle. It's soft and then you get that snap crackle pop of some sugar. 9.3 out of 10. Hamoon with melon. The textures clash with this chewy raw meat and then the soft fruit. 6.5 out of 10. Brugge. It's intensely meaty and savory. 7.8 out of 10. Churros. Long, sweet, sugary, crispy, crunchy, creamy. 9.5 out of 10. Speculoos cookies. It's literally cookie butter and that taste takes over in a good way. 9 out of 10. Croquetas. Golden crispy outside with a savory blast within. 8.5 out of 10. British food versus Norwegian food. Whoever wins, I'm gonna be gobsmacked. Let's eat. English scones. The scone is a bit dry, but the cream and the jam, what a combination. 8.8 out of 10. Brunost. It's like a salty fudge illusion. I don't even know what to think. 6.9 out of 10. Parsi pegs. They're soft, gooey, and sweet. 8 out of 10. Norsk taco. Packed with meat and veggies, everything you need in a taco. 8.9 out of 10. Walker's chips. They're salty, crunchy. 8.2 out of 10. Salmon. It's fresh, but slimy and fishy. 7.5 out of 10. Argentina versus Switzerland. Look, the food decides who wins. Nothing's rigged here. Let's eat. Empanada. Delicious crispy coating, and then it's just boom, there's its meat. 9 out of 10. Cordon bleu. Golden, deeply savory, and I love the way the cheese just creams out. 9 out of 10. Milanesa. Cheesy, savory, and has a little bit of sauce. 8.5 out of 10. Swiss cheese. It's got this bite to it. Here's the thing, the more I eat it, the more I like it. 7.8 out of 10. Duleki deliki. When it tastes good raw, you know you're doing something right. 8.7 out of 10. Swiss chocolate. Listen, chocolate I'm not too big of a fan, but when there's a little bit of nut in it, 8 out of 10. French food versus Spanish food, Mbappe versus Lamine Yamal. Let's eat. Creme brulee. Ooh, creamy and crunchy. It tastes like burnt sugar. 8.9 out of 10. Jamon with melon. I'm a texture guy, and this is just too chewy and too soft all at the same time. 7.5 out of 10. Crepe. It's just so simple. It's light, sweet, 8.7 out of 10. Churros. It's warm, crunchy, sugary. Get in my belly. 9.5 out of 10. Baguette. Nothing crazy about it. It's just bread. 8 out of 10. Gambas a ajillo. It's bold, garlicky, savory. 8.9 out of 10. British food versus Argentinian food. I have a feeling everybody wants Argentina to win, but let's let the food decide. Let's eat. Fish and chips. The chips could use some more seasoning, but the fish is buttery and crispy. 8.2 out of 10. Empanada. The texture is satisfying, it's savory. This has become my comfort food. 9.2 out of 10. Chicken tikka masala. Spicy, savory, and flavorful. 9.2 out of 10. Chimichurri. It's oily, bitter, tangy. 6.7 out of 10. Walker's Crisps. They're crunchy, salty, but I like chips better than crisp. 7 out of 10. Dulce de luce. It's like sugar on my tongue, and it's got my body sweet. 8.7 out of 10. British food versus French food to predict third place of the World Cup. Let's eat. Macaron. They're soft and yummy, and I love the way my teeth just sink into it. 8.9 out of 10. Beans on toast. It's not terrible, but it is slimy and the texture is almost like clay. 7.8 out of 10. Croissant. It's so simple, but it's buttery and moist. 8.6 out of 10. Shepherd's pie. It's like this meaty, savory soup, but I'm more of a toad in the hole type of guy. 8.6 out of 10. Baguette. It's thick and chewy. There's some girth to this dough. 8 out of 10. Clotted cream. It catches you by surprise because it's almost more buttery than it is sweet. 8 out of 10. Argentinian food versus Spanish food to decide the winner of the World Cup. It all comes down to this. Let's eat! Asado con chimichurri. The chimichurri just adds this delicate, delicious touch to the asado. 8.9 out of 10. Chicharrón. It's tough and chewy, but well seasoned and quite good. 8.4 out of 10. Empanada. Packed with meat, and y'all know I'm the king of crunch, so it's satisfying. 9.2 out of 10. Jamón with melon. Savory with a little kick of sweet. 7.6 out of 10. Dulce de leche. I thought this would be too rich for my taste buds, but they just want more. 8.8 out of 10. Croquetas. soft and deep interior with a little crispy outside. 8.3 out of 10.